Hi everyone, it's Cassie, the Young Teen Librarian at East Hampton Library. For our Make and Take craft today, I'm going to show you how to make paper fortune tellers. You probably already know how to make these, but we're going to be doing a little bit of a variation in that we're going to be using paper fortune tellers to make a fortune teller exercise workout. And you'll see what I mean as we go along. So for to make a paper fortune teller, all you will need is paper, a marker or pen of some kind because you're gonna write numbers and you're gonna put like words and symbols and stuff on your fortune teller, and scissors. Now, if you already have a square piece of paper, as you can tell, I have a piece of 8.5 by 11 printer paper. You need it to be a square to make a paper fortune teller. So you'll only need the scissors if you don't have square pieces of paper. So to make a square piece of paper, okay, fold it. Then we're going to trim. So if you're like me and you have a longer than a square piece of paper, you're just going to trim off the excess, set that aside. All right, so this is actually the first step. When you have a square piece of paper, you fold it in half diagonal. I think this is diagonally, so that you end up with a triangle piece of paper, what looks like a triangle piece of paper. Then you're going to unfold it, so you're like this, and then you're going to go the opposite direction. So we're going to go this way along here, and you're going to fold it again. Make sure you line up the edges because you don't want it to be, that looks good. Perfect. All right, so when you have unfolded it, you end up with two pieces. You end up with a crease here and a crease here. Now, the next step, you're going to turn it so that it's kind of on an angle. So it's more of a diamond. So it facing you, it looks like a diamond shape. And you're going to take this and you're going to fold this piece of paper into that middle point where the folds meet from folding the paper both ways. So kind of go like that. Then you're going to turn it. You're going to fold the next piece of paper in. There we go. I'm going to do our next piece. All right. And then our fourth and final side. There you go. So now you should have a piece of paper that has like flaps like this. So make sure they're all flat, and then you are going to flip your paper over. You're going to flip it over, and you're going to face it towards you in the same, as if it you're going to face it on the angle so that it's like a diamond. You face it this way. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your bottom corner and you're going to bring it up to the center. Bring it up to the center, like that. Then you're going to twist it, bring up the next corner to the center, like that. You bring up the next corner to the center, like so. And you're going to turn it, and the fourth and final corner, you're going to bring it to the center, fold it in, and there you have it. This, you now have, without adding anything to it, you have a completed fortune teller. Now you want to kind of fold this in on itself so that you can make sure that this edge gets creased down, and then do the same, flip it to the other side and like that. Because when you're done, see how you have these flaps on the bottom, you kind of angle those flaps in towards each other. You angle these flaps in towards each other. And then this is a fortune teller. So it kind of looks like this. Now what you're going to do, you're going to fold it back in. So this is the outside edge. So the outside edge should be face down. Now you're going to take your marker and you are going to mark the pieces. So there are 4 sides. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're split because there is a bit of like a piece of paper that's a gap. You can see that. A little bit of a gap there, and it gaps there because of all the folds we did. So you're going to give a number to each of your edges. Now you could write the number out, you could do whatever you want with it. I just decided to keep it simple because I have really large handwriting, and so I need to keep things simple with that. All right, so you will count them and do this 8. Now you're going to flip it over, and this is the 1, 2. So you're going to, starting here, so now you have these 4 flaps of paper. You're going to write, you could put a picture here, you could put an image, you could put like, you know, like shapes, you could color it. I'm keeping it simple with just the black marker and the white paper. So for mine, I'm going to write fortune teller exercise workout. I think these were pretty, like, fortune teller things had their like heyday. Like they were super popular. I think it was the 90s. Maybe it was the 80s. But like there's so many variations on them. And what's cool about this, if you didn't want to go and make your own like this, you could actually go online, type in fortune teller templates, and you could come up with a myriad of fortune teller template ideas. I think they even have one for discovering your Hogwarts house, which is, I don't really know how well that would work because you're kind of limited with what you can put on here. All right, so then what you're going to do, if you flip this open, you have 2 sides. So that means under the 1, when you flip the 1 up, there's going to be a phrase. It could be a phrase. It could be a quote. It could be like, oh, you have to do this now. But for this one, because it's a workout, I'm going to put different types of workouts. So we're going to start out with the most basic workout and one of the most, oh goodness, my pen has, hold on. Ah, there we go. That was weird. Never had that happen before. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's see. There we go. That was very weird. It got stuck in the cap of my of the cap. So the first one we're going to do is push-ups. So we're going to do push-ups, and then I think we're going to do jumping jacks. Let's do some jumping jacks. Then we're going to flip the 3 and the 4 open. Let's do squats. And we're going to do planks. And what should we do next? Oh, we'll do a wild card. So a wild card is something where you have to choose the workout. So we'll say wild card, you choose. We're down to 3 more. So we have 3 more choices. We have push-ups and jumping jacks and squats and planks. We're going to do walking lunges. We're going to do hip bridges, because hip bridges are, they're not only a good exercise for your back and your core, but they also are good because they help to strengthen and stretch the muscles of the muscles that attach to your knees. And really, you can't do any of these workouts properly if you have bad knees. And then, you know what, we'll add in another wild card. Now, a wild card could be one of these, but it could be something like, or it could even be a variation on one of these. It could be like a Spider-Man push-up or something. But it could also be, if you have a pull-up bar at home, you could do a pull-up bar. So the whole point of this is that this is like, it is getting you to do a whole bunch of different exercises, and you kind of mix and match it up so that keeps it interesting. And so the way that a fortune teller works, I'm going to show this to you, is that, let's say we pick the word teller. So we have the word teller here. And the word teller has 6 letters in it. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then there's a 3, a 4, a 7, and an 8. Let's say I pick the number 4. So then from here, I have to count 4 more. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. And from these, let's say I pick 7. So then I would pick 7, flip it open, and it says hip bridges. So that means that for that exercise, I have to do hip bridges. Now, to make this a full fortune teller exercise workout, I also made another one before. I think this is it. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one has inside, it has different variations. So it has either 10 reps, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 reps, 30 seconds, 30 reps, 60 seconds, 90 seconds. So depending on what you choose, so depending on what you end up with here, and I picked hip bridges, let's say it says you're doing hip bridges for 30 seconds. Maybe see that's what gets chosen. So then you can mix and match the duration of it or how many reps are done for that exercise. And so that is just kind of a quick and kind of a fun and a unique way to get a workout in, using a fortune teller, type of thing. So that is, you know, making paper fortune tellers and making them into a fortune teller exercise workout. Now you could use fortune tellers for any variation, anything you want, but this was what I thought was like a unique spin on using fortune tellers. And so, you know, that's like the craft for today, and I hope that, you know, you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.